Hi folks, it's Jelly Beans here, and I am single mommin' it. I'm talking to you today about the second day of our Zoom call slash parent meetup group slash class that we had with Katherine Sellery called the 5-Day Parenting Reboot. So here we are.
Ready to go now?
At a creek, little creaky thing. Yeah, and we learned a lot. This is a great class. I definitely am recommending it, and this is only the second day. There's a lot of self-reflection about how we parent and what we're used to saying, and other ways to think and other ways to perceive what's going on. So we talked a lot about the power struggles and how we can hear things that our kids say as demands, and that we are in charge of changing the dynamic in the family. It all starts with the parents, starts with the mamas. So it's easy to fall into patterns of talking and asking and thinking that your children are being demanding, but we have to take a step back and hear it more as they're communicating a need in whichever way they're saying it. Maybe it sounds demanding and maybe it is demanding, but if we take a step back and actually hear it as a need, then we can not be so quick to judge it. And that's what we talked a lot about not judging situations, especially so quickly, because if we judge situations really quickly, then we act out of that judgment, and we communicate to them through that judgment, and that just escalates the situation. So we talked about being curious. Like, why is my child asking me this in this way? Or why are they screaming? Or I wonder what other ways I can respond other than what I normally do. So just taking that step back and asking yourself and becoming curious instead of being so quick to judge. And we talked about how our children are our biggest teachers. They are the ones that bring up the most yucky stuff within us. And it's really a learning opportunity for us as parents and moms. What, love?
Can we go to the park now?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna make this video first. And that the triggers that they provide for us can cause us to get really frustrated, or they can cause us to have self-reflection and learn how to be different and not pass on those patterns that our parents gave to us. So a lot of it is just about self-reflection. Turning my page here. And we just want to change the paradigm from you have to do it because you're a child, or because I said so, or more in the realm of because we're a family and we do things together, and we do things because we love each other and we want to support each other. That's the different dynamic we want to change into. And then someone said, I forget who it was, but a wise man said that the greatest human need is the need to contribute. They want to make a contribution. So just curious what contribution that would be. What do they want to give? Like, why are they being demanding? Why are they fussing? Maybe they want to make a contribution. So I think a lot of it is just taking our demands off and really going through our expectations. We had a worksheet yesterday that went through our expectations of what a child should do or say or be, and then how we got those expectations, and just other ways of dealing with our kids, than having high expectations and really clear things. Like, just let them be them and learn how to be together. Another thing is like how you ask them to do things. Like, say they're in the middle of a game, and this is an example that she sent for us. They're in the middle of a game and dinner's ready, and you want to get the table cleared off for dinner. So first of all, you want to go over to them and the ultimate goal is to get them to clean up their toys so that you can put dinner out on the table, right? So how are we going to go upon that? What's non-confrontational? Going over to them and say, hey, it's time to clean up your toys that's demanding, really, you know what I mean? And so really to contemplate those things, like maybe you can go over and first of all, make sure you get their attention. And instead of just telling them what to do, maybe you can give them a choice. Like, oh, maybe your Barbies want to go play over on the couch instead. Can I help you clean them up? Or do you want to pick up your toys now, or do you want to pick them up later? Or just making it into a game. I think your Barbies seem really tired. Maybe we can go put them to bed for a while, you know? Instead of coming to them and just making a demand very quickly. So the goal is ultimately to get out of the power and control struggle, which can easily escalate. And I had an experience yesterday where I was totally in the power struggle with my daughter, and I got really intense, and I got intimidating to make her do what she needed to do. But ultimately what she needed was for me to take a step back and then de-escalate my energy and then really connect with her and understand why she was having a difficult time doing what was needed, and that was going to camp. And she had a fear that I didn't really listen to, that was hindering her from being able to go to camp. So I got really intense and intimidating, and then afterwards I felt super horrible, and went back to her and apologized, but she just really needed some validation of her feelings, and so a couple more things here. Here's a saying that conscious parenting is really a part of. It's no fault, no blame, no guilt, no shame. Hold on, Coda Bear, you gotta wait, girl. Come here. And then also connect before you correct. And another way of changing the paradigm is to imagine your child as a partner, not as a child, someone that you're supposed to rule over or who belongs to you, but someone who is a partner that you live together with as a family. So yeah, those are most of the things. And then the very end, we all broke into small groups and talked about our workbook answers that we had, which was really nice. We all got to hear each other about what we struggle with and what our answers were to the workbook. And then we finished off just saying that it all starts with me. All of the changes that I want to see, I'm gonna have to make. So kids are gonna do what they see. Kids learn from example. And that's ultimately the answer to all the questions, because I can't make anyone do things, and no one can make me do them unless I allow it, And so ultimately it's our job to change the situation, and that takes us to step back from the situations that are so plaguing and reevaluate, and then remember what's important, and then to take different action than we're used to taking, and make different patterns in our own lives so that our children can get used to a new norm and just be consistent with that. So we had another workbook yesterday evening specifically about pandemic parenting, and also about how to make sure that us as parents have what we need, like what fills up our cup to be able to give, because if we don't have anything in our cup, then how are we supposed to give it out? So for me, I love to go one-wheeling, I love to go see music, I love to spend time outside with dogs and with kids. I love to go on hikes, I love to dance to music. So those are some of the things I like to do. I like to go on walks outside, just get out of the house, makes me happy. So those things I'm responsible to do to take care of me, so I can take care of my kids and have a happy demeanor as life goes on. So that's day number 2. I'll put up another video about day number 3 after we have our meeting today. It's a great program, especially if parents want to be more conscious in their parenting skills, which is definitely what I want to do. Yeah, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and check the link below. I probably have some ways that you can also increase your parenting, and I have some links down below about finances and things like that. Feel free to check them out, and feel free to leave some comments below. I think conscious parenting is a wonderful thing, and Katherine Sellery, she's the woman who is making these classes. She's been doing it for decades, and she has a new, I don't know if it's new, she has a program called CPR, Conscious Parenting Revolution, and I believe that's to me what speaks to me most about how to parent. So I'm happy to be in